So welcome guys. So in this tutorial we will cover strings in Python. Okay. So we will here cover strings in Python. Yeah. So strings in Python, I can make a variable. For example, I will type print. Not. I will type the type of type. Use the type function. So type hello. So what is this type? It is giving me string type. Okay. I will click a variable. Create a variable. For example, I can create a string one. String 1 as hello. Okay, so I can now print the type of string 1. It will again give me str. I can use the function print type of string 1. Now it will give me class str. Okay, so Python has its class known as str for string functions. Now I will create a string 2. 2 is equals to please subscribe. Okay, now I have created string 1 and string 2. Can I concatenate string 2? Yeah, I can. Okay, I can directly use string 2 plus string 1. What will happen? Yeah, it is given me please subscribe hello. I can use a space, single or double quotes space, and I can use a okay, so it is giving me please subscribe hello. So I have concatenated two strings. So get an age. Two strings. Okay, so we can concatenate two strings. String has its own function known as length function. We can find the length of string. I can use length of string 1. So it is giving me 5 letters. Where is my string 1? Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So its indexing starts from 0, but its length will be 5. It is similar to arrays. Like in arrays, we have the size 10, but indexing starts from 0, so we have 0 to 9 elements. I can also use length of string 2, and when I use print function, it will again give me the same result. Okay, so it is again giving me 16 only. Okay, so it is the string function. How can we use multi-line strings? So multi-line strings. Yeah. So how can we use multi-line strings? I can go and write so okay, so short paragraph. For example, I am copying this. Okay, so let me copy it and close this tab. Now, how can we write multi-line? For example, I am creating a variable known as para equals to double quotes and I am pasting that content. So, for example, here I will press enter. When I press enter, the see this changed. Okay, now this is not a string. So, how can we do this? We can do this by using backslash. Okay, now when I again use backslash before this. I can again use backslash like this. I can again use backslash, and in this way we can create multi-line strings. So it is the way of creating multi-line strings using backslash. Okay, I will quickly create it. The given topic. Okay, now I will select all this and remove all this. Yeah, and I will close this. Now my para is this. Now I will print the para syntax error. Okay, So we have used double quotes here and we are using single quotes here. So it is the error. I can use double quotes. Okay, as we all know. Okay, so we are having an unexpected identifier. I can use single quotes after each line. So in this way, we can write a multi-line comment like this. For example, I will remove all this. So what happens? Yeah, now our paragraph is complete. So when I print para, it will give me, yeah, it will give me complete paragraph. Okay. So what is the another way of writing that paragraph? So I can give a para to variable and I will use triple quotes here. Okay. And I will use short paragraph. Okay. I will copy this much content and use it. So I have used triple quotes and I am pasting this, all this. So I can press enter anywhere. Okay. Triple quotes, with the use of triple quotes, we can also write multi-line paragraph. Now I will close this triple quotes using triple quotes and I have created para 2. Now I can print para 2. So see, it is printing the same way as I have used in the triple quotes, but in the para, I have used the single quotes and it is giving me all the results in a one line. So this is the difference between using multi-line comments using backslash and using triple quotes as multi-line. Now what's the problem with my para 1? I can again go here, use double quotes and paste it here. Now I will use a backslash, enter, okay, and backslash, enter. Now I will remove all this and now see what will happen. So it is giving me syntax error. Why it is giving me syntax error? It is backslash. Yeah. Now my para is complete. Now I can print my para. Yeah, it is giving me all it is giving me all under one line. So this is the difference between using backslash and here. Backslash and using triple quotes. Now what if I want to print C sad? For example, I want to print C sad full stop double quotes. How are you? Okay, in the paragraph. So I can use, for example, I can create a string 3 is equals to, okay, she said, comma, inverted commas, how are you? So it will give me syntax error. Why? Because I have used double quotes here. Okay, so what will happen? It will give me syntax error. Okay, so how can I use this? Can I use single quotes and how are you and single quotes here? Now I can print this. Yeah, now I can print this. Now I can print the string 3. Yeah, it is giving me this. But there is another way of using the same thing as, okay, how can I use the same thing with double quotes also? So I will use double quotes here and double quotes here. But here I will use backslash and here also I will use backslash. Now I can print this. Okay, now I will, when I will print string 3, it will give me she said how are you. So these are the string methods in Python. Now I can also access the indexes in string. For example, I will create a string new string and is equals to please subscribe the channel. Okay, now when I will so now indexing starts from here. Can I calculate the length? I will calculate the length of string and okay, so it is giving me 29. So 0th index is P, first index is L, second index is E. What will happen when I use the second index string and index second. So second index, at second index our letter is 0, 1, 2, E. So at second index our letter E is printed. Can I use the range? For example, I can use string and I want to print from second index to sixth index. Okay, so EASE, see, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, so it starts from second index and end before sixth index. So it is printing me 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 indexes it is printing. So these are the string methods in Python. So I will again show you how concatenation works. So string concatenation. For example, I can create a string. One is, yeah, I will create use one is equals to please like, and use two is equals to also subscribe. I have created two strings. Now I will create a third string. Use three is equals to string. Okay, sorry. Use three is equals to use one plus use two. So what will happen when I print use three? So I will use print use 3. It will give me please like and also subscribe. Okay, I will give a one space here and now I will run all this. So it is giving me please like and also subscribe. We can also concatenate strings using print use 1 plus use 2. So it will again give me please like and also. So now we have seen the concatenation. Now I am again showing you indexing in strings. Okay, so indexing in strings, how indexing works. For example, I am using the same string use one, so its index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 space 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the length will be 12. For example, length of use one will be 12, but it last index will be 11. Okay, so I will use one and the last index was 11, so last index will be empty space. Okay, so last index will be empty space. May I print the 10th index? So what will happen when I print the 10th index? It will give me as E. Okay, so this is the working of strings in Python. So I have shown you concatenation and indexing. Okay, so before slicing, let us talk about negative indexing. Negative indexing. How negative indexing works in Python. Okay, for example, my string is, I am using multi-line comment. Okay, so my string is, for example, my string is HELLOUSERS. So just ignore this spaces. Okay, so how negative indexing works. For example, my index will positive indexing, my index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But in negative indexing, my indexing starts from here. Okay, so it will be -1, this index will be -2, this index will be -3, this index will be -4, this index will be -5, this index will be, okay. So in this way, this indexing works. Okay, so -6, -7, okay, -6. So yeah, in the negative indexing, the index starts from -1. Okay, so how many lengths are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So it will be -10, -9, -8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. So in the in the case of positive indexing, our index starts from 0. But in the case of negative indexing, our index starts from -1. For example, I will close this statement. For example, it is printing me only on this. So no problem. For example, so I will comment this. I can comment all this, and for example I am accessing, so I will create a string as string is equals to hello users. So let's see. Okay, so in the case of negative indexing, I can use string -1 last index. It will be s. Okay, so it will be s. For example, I am getting -5 -5th index. So which will be the -5th index? It is -1, it is -2, it is -3, it is -4, it is -5. For example, I will use string. Okay, so -5, so it will give me u. Okay, so this is all about. Now I will show you string slicing. Okay, so in how string slicing works. For example, I am using the same string. Now I want to print the index from first to fourth. Okay, I want to print ELLO. So how can I print? So here will be our starting index first and ending index more than one the ending index. Okay, so I have to print till oh, so I will put here 5. Put 5 here. Okay, so yeah, it is printing me hello. Why 5? Because it works by subtracting 1 from the last one. Okay, for example, what will happen if I print string colon and after colon I print 5? So it is printing me from starting to till 4. Oh, so it is giving me 5 values. What will happen if I print starting index as 1 and no ending? So it will give me all values after first index with first index. So hello users. Yeah, this okay. And also we can also use negative slicing also. So for example, I want to print from -1 to -9. For example, I want to print from string -9 colon -1. So what will happen? It will again give me a hello user. So yeah, it is giving me from here -9 to -1. Okay, so it is giving me till r. So last index no. So remember that whatever index we put here, it will give me one value before that index. Okay, now we will see string manipulation. Most important. Okay, now we will see string manipulation. Okay, so how can we see string manipulation? Let us see, for example, I will take as string double G. Okay, string as hello, please like and subscribe the channel. Okay, so I have created this string. How can string manipulation be done? So I can use string dot so with dot I have many functions. Okay, so capitalize, case hold, encode, is alpha, is num, is digit. So all these functions are there. So I am showing you some functions, and you can just serve the net, and there are many functions. So string dot lower, so it is giving me all letters as lower. For example, I am creating please as capital, like, and also capital. Okay, so what will happen? It will give me lower. For example, I am giving string dot upper function. So what will happen? Okay, now we can see removing white spaces from string. See how to remove white spaces. Remove from string. So how to remove white spaces from string? For example, I am having the string as I will copy the same string. Okay, So I am copying the same string and pasting it here. I am naming it as string 3. Okay. So now my string is created. Now I am giving spaces like here. Okay. So I can use the string 3 dot lstrip function. It will remove the left spaces. So it is remove all the left white spaces. Okay. These are all white spaces. For example, I am copying the now I am changing the string. Now I am changing the string and also giving left spaces and right spaces. For example, now I can use the left strip function. Okay, so for example, I can use string. It has also removed white spaces. So string 3 dot strip strip function. What will happen? Yeah, it is remove all the white spaces. So it is working. So for example, I want to remove string 3 dot r strip means right side strip. Now I can use the function known as starts. When I want to know that my string starts with a particular letter or not. For example, I can use string 3 dot starts with, for example, I am using white spaces. So it will give me, for example, I will give as h. So it will give me true. So it is ignoring the white spaces. Okay. Remember that it is, oh, why it is ignoring the white spaces? Because I have used the function here. Okay. I have used the function here. That's why it is removing the white spaces. For example, I am copying this function again and using this function again, and I am using white space here. So now I can again run this function and now it will give me false. Now when I use this white space here, it will give me true. Yeah. So my function is starting with, remember that it is case sensitive. For example, I will use small h, it will give me false. I can also use hello, so it will give me true. Yeah, my function starts with space, and similarly I can also check it for ends with function. Okay. Now I will use the same string and I will use the string 3 barabar. So okay, so string 3 dot ends with, and I am using function as L and double white spaces. So what will happen? It will show me true value. Yeah, my string is ending with two white spaces and channel. Now I will again run this. It will give me true. Ends with function. Now I will use ends with as L. Yeah, it will give me true. CHA channel. It will again give me true. Yeah, this is all about ends with function. Now I will show you the input function in Python. Input function in Python. Keep patience, you will understand everything. For example, input. Now I am giving a variable a name. So user string is equals to input, enter the string. Okay. So now I will enter the user string as please follow me. Okay, so I have entered the string as please follow me. Now when I will use user string, it will give me the value as please follow me. Now can I use the upper function here dot, so it will convert all the values to upper. Okay, so now I will not use this function. I will simply use print function. Okay, to see the result, because when I use directly the function, it is changing me. Okay, so user string dot upper. Yeah. Now I can again use user string. It will not showing me. Okay. Because I have used print function here. If I would not use print function, for example, let us see. If I would not use print function here and then again print this, please follow me, and then when again I print this, it is showing me please follow me. Yeah. So there is no change. Okay. So I can also use, for example, I can also double use this string. For example, user string plus user string. Now when I use this, it is writing me, it is giving me again. I can also use a double quotes and a plus sign also. Okay. So it will give me please follow me. For example, I will use user string and use star and use 3. So it will give me the string 3 times.